this fear, this stress, the anxiety, where is this all happening? In the individual. Your feelings, your thoughts, your sensations. What are all these things?
Individual.
Individual. Right. In pure awareness,
When you say we separate ourselves from the mind, is that the true self or is it still my individual self?
so how do you understand which self is truth or which self is ego-centered, right? Or your individual self. When there is owner of that self, like you own something, then it's a ego self. If you have a feeling, okay, this is myself, and you feel you are the center point, then it's a self of ego, right? The essence self does not have any center.
Can you feel that essence self?
It's the feeling of non individuality. You cannot say it's my or my awareness, it's just pure awareness.
Okay.
There is no understanding of I or mine in that self. That's the essence of self realization. There is no center. You cannot point to it. It's pure awareness, it's pure consciousness. It's not my consciousness, or it's not your consciousness, or his consciousness. It's pure consciousness. There is nobody to claim it to. If you are claiming, that's how will you know that this is ego centered self. Your feelings, your thoughts, your sensations. What are all these things?
Individual.
Individual. This fear, this stress, the anxiety, where is this all happening? In the individual. Right? In pure awareness, no such thing exists. In that sense, you will understand this is the real self or the real truth, which is not centered, which is not belong to anything. It has no owner. It is just there. For example, the sun. Sun has its owner. It is available for all or for some.
For all.
Does it matter for him where the sun rays goes? So in the same sense, the awareness, the consciousness, it's everywhere. There is no center to that. As long as you identify anything with centered or a owner, that is a ego, right? That is the wrong self. But in pure awareness, pure consciousness, pure essence, there is no center. There is no owner to claim it. It is just there. It was there, it is there, it will always be there, no matter what. Anything with the claims or with the ownership, it dies when your body dies, right? So that's not pure awareness. That's why we call it subconscious. It's a part of the consciousness. It's come from the consciousness itself, but it's a part of it. It's not the whole thing, right? So the things which doesn't exist after you die or it changes, why do you get attached to it? Because death will take it away from you. So in essence or in spirituality we say remove all those things which that will take away from you and be in that thing which is there, always there. It's everywhere. It's that oneness. Individual sense you have, it will die with your death, it will die with your body. How do we know if it will die? Like for example, when you sleep, it takes away all your centered thoughts, your self is gone, right? So in the same way, death is a longer sleep. In your sleep also, you are in pure consciousness. You have any idea of I or self or me or we? No, because there is no center stage to it. There is no body to claim it. That's how you will be unattached to anything and everything and still be involved. Enlightenment or to understand self is not avoiding anything, it's embodiment of everything.
We observe the mind, but we have to separate ourselves from the mind. So,
Try to understand an example of wave in an ocean. We call it a wave. Is it a part of an ocean or is it a different thing?
part.
But when you observe, it looks like a different entity. So this is what you have to understand. Like the mind itself is not an entity. It never existed. Does wave ever existed? We call it, we identify it, we label it. But it's a part of the ocean only. So in the same sense, your thoughts, your mind, you're calling it as a different entity, but is a part of the same awareness, that pure awareness. Once you understand this, once you understand ocean or the waves, what is it? It's water. Alright? In the same sense, you will understand your soul like a ocean and your thoughts like a wave. It's a part of a pure consciousness. Now in pure consciousness, is there anything different? No. So in that sense, your mind comes from the consciousness. So it's the whole thing is the consciousness. Consciousness leaves nothing. There is no separation, no duality. It all becomes one. And that one is not an entity. Entity is individual things, right? It's the wholeness. It's the pure awareness. So your mind is not separate from it. But once you observe it, once you don't feel it as a different entity. But you have to observe it to understand because you think it's a different entity. It's the oneness we talk about. So don't get involved into entities. What does a seeker do? Seeker try to find something. Once you understand, once you realize yourself, the seeker don't get the answer. The seeker get dissolves. We think there is an entity, a seeker, which exists and he has to gain something to understand something. Right? But once you understand the pure oneness, the consciousness, the seeker dissolves. We think currently seeker is a different identity, entity. Right? And then the story happens. Because we create the egocentric self, which is not true. So all the seeking, whatever you seek, unless you understand, will it ever finish? Because it's imaginary. The first step is imaginary. The entity you took it for real is a mirage. It doesn't exist. Right? So once you understand how it works, then the seeker dissolves. Right? Drashta, which we call it in Hindi, an observer. That's where the oneness comes in.
So you are saying in the act of observation, the observer is lost.
Correct.
Once that observer is lost, there is nothing to be observed.
No, the observer itself becomes the observation. In that sense, observer is lost. Because it becomes one with the awareness. There is no entity left. Alright? It can be observer, seeker, mind. These are all different entities. Once you observe these things, the entity left. Only the oneness remains. That's what they call God is one. That is which is infinite. Entity is limited. It can be mind, it can be a seeker, it can be observer. These are all limited entities. But once you understand it, then it becomes infinite. And you don't see yourself as infinite anymore as well. This is into understand. This is functioning language, so we understand it is infinite in comparison to finite things. But there is nobody left to understand that infinite also. The I, the entity is gone now. Who will understand that? There is no one left to understand. That's the real consciousness. Would you dwell into your thoughts anymore? No. That's how you know this is the real self. That's how do you know this is the real truth. That's how you know this is the pure consciousness. And that is oneness.